I want to welcome back in Catherine Cheney, my colleague, who has been emceeing and hosting so many of the sessions today. You know her well. Thank you, Catherine, for a fantastic day, for great conversations. It's been just great to be with you virtually. I wish I was with you in San Francisco, but it's been great to at least be with you virtually today.
I agree. Thank you, Raj. Yeah, upsides and downsides to the virtual gathering. Loved being able to bring people together from around the world. But one of my takeaways was in the conversation with Andy Pattison from the World Health Organization, talking about how he convened all these different players from across the tech sector. He talked about traveling to San Francisco just over a year ago. Those in-person relationships, in-person conversations, at least at the outset, are really valuable. And I know, we have so many learnings. We're seeing what technology makes possible. There's so much momentum to build on, and yet everything we're doing now has to be virtual. So we can leverage relationships that have already been built. I think it's a little bit harder to forge new relationships virtually. I hope some of that has happened today.
It is, but I think we need to get those muscles working, because the reality is, to Dr. Eric Goosby's point, our system in global health is still so top down, and so many of the great solutions and where the decisions really should be made are on the ground in health ministries or in communities. If we don't draw those connections, and there's no way all those people can get to the Bay Area, right? So we've got to find a way to make this work. I will say that the idea that Prescription for Progress has, the very basic concept behind it, just every year it hits me even more powerfully how important it is that we connect the huge trends in technology, whether it's AI or data science, back to the global health outcomes we all want to see. Exactly. Tech is kind of everything now, right? And if it's got to be connected in global health if we want to see us bridge the gaps that exist around the world today.
Absolutely, it's critical, and yet. As you often hear in sessions around technology is only part of the solution. So trust was a huge theme today. Yep. Partnership, that shared responsibility pivot that Dr. Goosby called for, I think is really critical. And I know you may want to mention this, these conversations are going to be continuing throughout the year.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about some of the ecosystem events that are coming up and how people who are following along can tune in.
Sure. Well, you heard earlier about our exciting announcement with plans for more coverage of this space, but we also have more events, including one I definitely want to call out happening next week, March 3rd. Devex is partnering with MSD for Mothers and the Bay Area Global Health Alliance, you've all heard about, for a conversation on the role of digital solutions in quality maternal health care. So if you're in the chat, you can see a link to register there, and we hope to see you there next week. And stay tuned. That's going to be a conversation with the WHO, the Gates Foundation, Accenture, and others. We'd love to hear from those of you who are part of the conversation today, who might have lessons you want to share, because these events will be continuing beyond next week.
Yeah, I just extend my thanks to all of our fantastic sponsors and partners for being a part of this today, to all of you who have joined, the great speakers from all over the world. Devex has grown into a leading source of global health news. And we do that because we know how important these issues are and how much reporting is required, but we couldn't do it without you. So thank you for your feedback, your ideas, your questions, your pushback, sometimes your comments. We need it. And on behalf of all of our editors and reporters reporting from all over the world, thank you for being a part of Prescription for Progress.
Thank you.